While news of marijuana and budget talks eclipsed much of Tuesday's supervisors' meeting, a group of residents and activists were calling for help for heavily Latino areas such as Lamont and the perennial flooding problems that plague them there. 17's Danny Freeman spent the day in Lamont today to see how constantly damaged roads are faring and if a solution is in sight. Danny?
Jim, concerned Kern residents from the county's Latino communities asked for more street lights, a spray park, traffic lights, even a soccer field. But the consistent flooding in Arvin and Lamont was at the front of many minds.
Students weren't able to go to school because it was flooded.
Our community was basically cut off.
To our community, it's very important because we need those roads to get to work.
Moments before the Board of Supervisors accepted next year's preliminary budget, a group of Kern residents and activists lamented Lamont and Arvin's flooding woes.
The routes were closed. Due to that, they would have to walk several miles to Fairfax Road, which is the nearing road, to help the bus to come to Bakersfield.
The problem stems from the eastern Caliente watershed. When that floods, Caliente Creek rushes right towards Lamont. In March, we watched the county race to divert the floodwater. Months later, in just about the same spot, vehicles can pass through, but parts of this road very chewed up after the weather. Some heavily trafficked roads have been recently paved, while others are homes for debris and trash.
At some point, we will give a reporter update where we are on the flooding crisis funding that we have been seeking.
In 2016, supervisors commissioned a study which offers solutions to manage floodwaters in the Arvin-Lamont area. Supervisors have had that study for a year, but Public Works Director Craig Pope told 17 News they are still looking for funding.
In a matter of minutes, we counted 145 potholes. I mean, to me, it was almost like a war zone.
Supervisor David Couch, whose district newly includes Lamont and other Latino areas after a redistricting lawsuit, was stunned.
It was literally the worst road system in the county, I think.
What we want to see is that the Board of Supervisors, along with planning, with the different departments, we're working together to make sure that we're allocating funds for this long-term solution for flooding issues.
Public Works Director Craig Pope was asked to give an update on solutions to this years-old problem in the coming weeks. Danny Freeman, 17 News.